Okay, says we're live. So hello. Happy 18th. Hopefully we have all survived the Ides and St. Patrick's Day weekend. So hopefully we are all good and well. We are also coming up on the Equinox. So I think that's tomorrow, if I am remembering correctly. But yeah, so spring/vernal equinox. Yeah, Tuesday, March 19th at 11:06 p.m. So it's an evening situation. But yeah, so today is a Monday. Today is Monday. It kind of feels like a Monday. We've gotten a couple things already finished. I say we, but the contractor, I should say, has gotten a couple things finished in the bathroom. Installed the vanity, installed the baseboard / trim. They have to do a couple of like patch places with the paint. It was kind of weird, like it split open in places, like there had been a bubble. So there's a couple places that need to be sanded down and then touched up. I think this afternoon they're going to be drilling the holes for like the grab rails. Not real sure. Either that or they're going to be touching up the paint. Again, I don't know. But the vanity I think is all like in place. Which leaves just a few things left before it's done, with the exception of the shower glass, which we have to wait 2 weeks for that to come in. So hooray for that. But I have made the first lemonade for the year. I've tossed some strawberries in there. So this is your sign that if you were waiting to make lemonade, go ahead. Go right ahead. So, but that is in case you needed permission. But anyway, Stacy and Francis say hello and good afternoon. Hello and good afternoon. Not a whole lot has changed since yesterday. So I crocheted a little bit this morning. So we are not too far from the end of the current skein. Then I'll be able to attach one more to this side of the blanket, I think. And before I'll have to go back to the other end of the blanket just to get the wider bands of color. And then hopefully the blanket will be done in like 2 to 3 skeins. It's taken a lot more skeins than I thought it would. And that is for sure. And I don't know if if I had chosen to do a different crochet pattern rather than just single crochet, if I had chosen to do some fancy pattern, whether or not it would take less or more yarn, I'm not real sure. So, but either way, we are coming up on the end of possibly the end of the blanket. I'm hoping. I'm hoping I don't have to go back to the store and get a couple more skeins, because I would like to save one of the yellow / sort of like mustard colors that I currently have for beaks for chickens, because I intend to crochet some chickens. But then I also was thinking maybe I should save one of sort of the rusty red, rusty orange to do the like coxcomb. Or if I should go get like a proper red for that. I don't know. We'll see. Haven't decided. But anyway, Stacey says I was not here yesterday. She did it herself. I think she may have done a better job than this. Okay, this is your sign to save your documents, because all of a sudden, I wonder if this has to do with the AT&T truck that was like working on stuff down the road. Anyway, all of a sudden I'm getting a relatively low / unsteady signal strength. So Today is a day to save. Make sure you save, make sure you back up. Anyway, Elizabeth says hello. Hello. Welcome. Yesterday we talked about some fairy tales and I wrote them down, but I have not looked them up. So that's one of the things I intended to do last night / this morning and then did not get around to. The other thing is I have been snacking on the Cadbury mini eggs. These are like Easter crack. Not that I know what real crack is like, so it is addictive in terms of chocolate. So that is one of my go-to Easter / spring snacks. That and then the Reese's peanut butter eggs. Those are delicious as well. I have a document up that I'm going to be working on. It's more of an outline than anything else. Then we're going to try and flesh it out a bit. Hopefully it's going to be something that I want to work with. I have trouble sometimes, like once I have an outline, I'm like, I know how it ends. I don't need to write the story. But that is not the type of thing that I want to say. I want to be like, oh yes, I'm excited to write the full story. So anyway, here is your card for the day, the antelope. Life is speeding up. When the antelope rushes into your life, you are being reminded of the quickening of your personal evolution as a powerful creator. You are being told unequivocally that it is time to get moving, time to set your intentions and take action towards making your dreams real. There is an intensity that you can feel, and it is important to take advantage of this energy right now. If you have a plan for your career or financial abundance, now is the time to step it up. If you are asking about a relationship, make the first move. Just know that the intentions you have set into motion are coming together now at warp speed. So stay alert and keep up. Things are getting interesting when the antelope calls you to move forward. So there you go. That is your life is speeding up. Time to take action. Plan. Here's your card. Which is, it's appropriate for springtime. Springtime is the time when things sort of like the ball gets rolling on, like you have to do yard work as well as housework. You actually feel like doing something when the sunshine is out. A lot of kids' school sort of starts ramping up for state testing and finals and things like that. So yeah, it is a time of year that becomes very, very busy very quickly. Stacy got 7 of essentially pentacles. Okay. 7s are always choices, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Where's my cheat sheet? Anyway, I can look it up later. But I'm pretty sure 7s are usually choices. Season of the Witch in bulk, forged in fire. Your strength was crafted through adversity, a mastery that only you behold. Ooh, okay. Also good. Because that means that the adversity is behind you and you can now put your new skills to work. Does that make sense? So, yes. But anyway, so I have 2 major things that I want to work on. I need to update the Bujo, as always, because it's a new week. And also I want to work on this outline and see if I can make it quite a bit more solid. So I'm starting with 820 words in the document. I should probably write that down. Okay, it is now written down. So, because I know I'm going to be kind of hopping all over the place in it. Stacy says, I'm hoping that they mean your health issues are going to subside. That would be lovely. That would be lovely. All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get us a timer started. Start with the Sandy Beach timer. All right. So hopefully this outline can come together into some semblance of a real outline. Anyway, okay. So, hey, Becca. Hello. Just in time. Perfect. Welcome, welcome. 1, save your document. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Okay. I started off with 820. I'm now at 1111. So that's not very much, but 291. But I feel like I am making some progress. I feel like things are making some sense. There. Typed in the number incorrectly. All right, there we go. I'm saving everything just so that it's all safe. But anyway, so how'd that go for you? Cool Gamer is here. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Megan says, hello, got absorbed into your post about ableism. You're trying to break down the concept of blaming the victim in terms of disability, which is slightly different than the traditional use of that term. Ooh, okay. So is it more of like blaming inconvenience on the person who is disabled rather than, is it still sort of like it's your fault you were disabled, or is it more of like it's your fault that I'm inconvenienced that you're, is it, how does that work? I guess that's what you're trying to explain in the post. So Courtney says, hi friends, hello. You've been super unproductive today. Oh no. So these sprints are needed. Well, we are glad to have you. Megan says, unfortunately, I have the book definition stuck in my head and cannot figure out how to explain it differently. So you're going back to the drawing board to try and explain it. Gotcha. Pageant is here. Hello. Hey all. Hello, hello. Stacy gets 619, although this is copying with a name change and some minor editing. Gotcha. Gotcha. Becca turned in your manuscript last night. Yay! So you're working on marketing assets today. You definitely put that on hold while you were finishing the book. Yeah. Well, you ideally would have something finished so that you can market something. Megan says, I started a new mind map so I can see where my knowledge gaps are. Gotcha. Okay. So in blaming the victim in terms of disability is when people in positions of authority or respect blame the injured person for what happened outside of their realm of control, but it can also refer to the internalized versions of this. Oh. Okay. And so does this also, I mean, I suppose it applies to both those who have congenital disabilities as well as those who gain them later on. And I wonder if there's a difference in that, because if you were born with it, is there less of a blaming the victim as to like if you developed and or gained that disability later in life? It's confusing and in-depth, and I'm sure there are a ton of nuances that I'm not thinking of. But yeah. Goodness gracious, that is a complicated topic for sure. Okay. I feel like this outline is going to take longer than I anticipate. For sure. So, It's definitely higher for stigmatized diagnoses like addiction and certain diseases. Yeah, I could see where that would be a much more prevalent thing for those cases. Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and get another sprint going. Second sprint, as always, is the self promo sprint. So if you have a new book, a new book coming out soon, or a book out recently, or book on sale, make sure that you let us know where to find you and your books. Also, make sure that if you have YouTube channel, Twitch channel, Etsy store, Amazon auto page, websites, blogs, social medias, any of that kind of stuff that is writing adjacent, please let us know where to find you. My self promo is please subscribe if you are not. I'm pretty sure everybody who's here is already subscribed, but yeah. All right, let's get another timer going. Let's do the 30-minute waterfall. So Elizabeth says, I got halfway through planning my week and then realized the appointment I thought I had this Thursday isn't until May. Ooh, like Megan says, nice. Now your Thursday is open. Right? Okay. All right. 1, save your document. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is you are hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you are not slouching too much. And 4, make sure if you need a break, take a break. Here we go, 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. How are we doing? How are we doing? Um, let's see how much I got. 456 that time. That's better. Although it felt sort of discombobulated in some places, but I'll still take it. What did I say? 456. Yeah. Okay. I was trying to figure out if that was the second sprint or the third sprint. I was like, wait a second. What sprint are we on? But yeah, no, that was the second sprint, which means don't forget your self-promo in the chat. I'm going to save my document. Oh, I apparently missed some of these points, but I'll just come back and do them. It's fine. Stacy says the appointment you were supposed to have last Thursday, and you've ended up having that appointment open because the kiddo was sent home from school. Gotcha. CB is here. Hello. Sorry you're a bit late, but you've had a bit of a stressful day. Oh no. What do you have that is your de-stress / relaxation routine? Whatever that is, maybe pull that out of your hat and try that. Megan says, check out all I do on the web, including my Substack, which you should totally follow for this ableism post. And here's the link tree for Megan. CB says, I was on the bus going to the mall and a lady had a seizure. Oh no. Thankfully, you know how to deal with that, even though you're qualified for absolutely nothing. I'm glad you were there and you were able to help, but that is definitely a stressful situation for sure. Heather says, hello. Hello. Welcome. You literally just came in from walking the dog. Well, welcome. And I'm sure the dog is glad that you walked them. Thog says to CB, wow. Stacy says, I got 527 copied that sprint. Excellent. Good. Thog says, I spent that sprint being completely validated about my opinion on the 2000 and 2003 Dune and Children of Dune miniseries. They are awesome, by the way. They are. They are very much awesome, yes. CB says, of course, the worst of it was you were sitting right at the back of the bus, so you had to yell really loudly to let the driver know. He was fantastic. He got us to the next stop and then called an ambulance. Good, good, good. I'm glad everybody was cooperative then. So, Megan says that's sprint. She made a slaw for the fish tacos that you're making for dinner tonight. Lovely. Hopefully you can't hear it, but I think they are drilling the holes for the grab rail at the moment. Hopefully you can't hear it. But Thog says that's still great to CB for being able to help the lady. Yes, absolutely. Yes, you should feel proud of yourself. Did good. When you lived in the adult care facility, we had a couple of service users who had epilepsy. Also, so did your Spanish teacher in high school. You know, epilepsy is a lot more common than I thought it was. I think when did I learn about it? I think I learned about it in high school, and it was because one of the students could not watch a particular movie that we were slated to watch because of lighting and stuff. And so I don't even remember what. I think they may have just stepped out of the room for a few minutes while that section of the movie was going on. But I don't remember. Um, Heather says, we needed to cool off. It's pretty warm here. Well, you are in Florida. Becca says, decided to dye my roots so then I can refresh the blue color. Yay! Now let me know if you can hear me or see me, or both. Let's see. See if I can get this to. Okay, CV says yes. Dog says yes. Heather says yes. Okay, good. Okay, so we are currently on my hotspot, my cell phone hotspot, because internet died. I suspect it's probably because of the AT&T and like power people that were working across the street, or like up the street, across the. I live in a subdivision, and there's like a street that like T-bones it, and so they were up on the main street. Anyway, I suspect that whatever they are doing has impacted the internet. So, and I'm still like, even with my hotspot, I just have like one little bit and it says unstable. So, I'm trying to think who might be streaming at like 2:30 or 3 on a Monday. Anybody want to do a pop-up? Anyway, Heather said, Stacy says to Heather, you can have our coal. We got snow yesterday. Yeah, my brother's family is skiing this weekend and today. Photosensitive epilepsy is where a certain type of moving image will trigger abnormal electrical activity in the brain. Yeah, which is why usually those who are photosensitive are not allowed to drive. They can't have their license. So Heather says, self-promo. I posted in my community tab a poll in regards to the planner items that you're going to be putting on your coffee shop. And here is your community tab link. Dog says to Heather, you can have some of our cold weather as well. Somehow it's supposed to be a light freeze tonight in southern Alabama. Yeah, it's supposed to get down to 30, I think, tonight, which is, fun times. Thank you all for telling me that you could hear me. I appreciate it. Here's Heather's link tree. Picture quality is quite low, but we're glad to have you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Video games can trigger seizures for some people. Yes, this is true. Video games can also trigger motion sickness, which I have discovered, unfortunately, over the past 2 years. There are certain video games that I can't play, or I cannot watch people play them, and there are certain ones that I myself cannot play. And I discovered this, unfortunately. I think I was watching Corpse Husband and Tina when they were premiering some of the Resident Evil game. And I was like, oh, I feel really sick watching this. And then the raft game, can't do it. Even when it's on the, like, no seat. It's, even when it's on the anti-sickness mode. And some of Fallout 4 as well, because of the, like, walking/running motion. The camera, like, bobbles, and I can't. I need a steady camera. But yeah, no, I'm glad, very glad that I do not have seizures in terms of that stuff. So, okay, y'all, my internet is not being more stable than this. We can try another. In fact, let me do this. Let me try and see if I can get up a timer. It's even going to let me do like a split screen or not. But I think we'll just do a 25 if it's going to let me. And I think we'll do a quiet one, just in case that added audio is an issue. So we're going to try. Heather says, I have a hard time attending hockey games. Oh, because of the bright lights? Yeah. Also, probably the reflection off of the ice and / snow situation. But yeah. Okay. So, present, share screen. Teapot. Is it going to let me? Okay, it seems to be doing okay for now. So we're going to try it. This over here. Okay, so 1, save your document. Back it up if necessary. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is that you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back. Make sure you're not slouching. And 4, make sure if you need a break, take a break. And don't forget to save, y'all. Here we go. Here's our attempt. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I did not write that sprint. I decided to work in the reading journal, and then I had an issue with when the stamps didn't quite do what I wanted it to. So we are covering it up with stickers. And so I'm going through some of the stickers that I have and trying to find ones that I think will both cover it up and look decent with the washi tape that is on the page already. So that's what we're doing. Is because it's a mess. Anyway, I also dropped a sticker, so pardon me. But yeah, so we are going with. So here's what I was setting up my next 2 pages, and the stamp did not want to stamp. So I tried to do it again, and it still did not want to stamp. So I'm going to be layering. Let me move my chair a little closer. I'm going to be layering these 2 ladies in the corner over the stamp. And so I was searching for like maybe a third of that same shape. But I don't have a third one that has sort of that same blue-green background where the face is as clear. I have a couple that like have that sort of, well, maybe that one would do. I don't know. Anyway, I have a couple, but they're not the face is nowhere near as prominent. But I do have these 2, which have like a shade of green in them, which Mike could do. So I have either of those, and then I have a third one in which, again, the face is more prominent, but it doesn't have any of the blue-green tinge. So I'm just kind of deciding what I want. And the answer is, I don't know. That's the answer, is I don't know. I could stack all of them going across, but I don't really feel like doing that. So we may just decide a little bit later. I don't know. But we do want to cover up the oopsies. I could also just cover up the oopsies with like a book and a flower sticker. Maybe that'd be easier. So one of these, except it doesn't quite cover it. So I don't know. We'll see. It's a decision for later when I'm not, when my brain is not all brained out. Trying to figure out this outline is a lot more intense than I anticipated. So we're going to have to do some brain work, I think, while I crochet, while I read, while I make dinner tonight, whatever it is that maybe I'll go for a walk and sort of try and figure out some of it, because it's not quite coming together the way that I had hoped it would. So again, this is the project I'm thinking about doing for camp. So I always have another one that I could fall back and do another draft revision of one of the stories I have already in progress. But I'm kind of like, I don't know if I really want to do that. So anyway, that's why I'm trying to figure out this outline beforehand. So brain work is going to have to happen. Let's see. Okay, so Thog checked for me, and Paper Tiger is going to be streaming. Should be streaming by now. Here is the link. Thank you, Rachel, for Paper Tiger's stream. Here's the link for HK, which I think starts at 3:30, if I have that right. Heather says, I checked on my community tab post, worked on some intake forms for a new doctor, did some admin for the editing business, and now you need to clean up and run an errand. Excellent. All the progress. Stacy copy/edited 754 words, meaning that you got 1,900 words today, which is amazing. That's awesome. CB got 437 words. Fantastic. Brain work has to happen when it comes to plotting an outline. Yeah. Not your favorite thing. You prefer just writing. Yeah, too bad. That's not the only part of the job, right? Yeah. Thog is going to catch us later. You're going to head out. See you on Wednesday. Yes. And hopefully with better internet then. Stacy says, I'm still working on my nano project for this camp. Becca also has no brain today. Yes. Thanks for the time. You're welcome. CB says, I do my outlining about 6 weeks minimum before a nano event, and you always prepare a backup plan. Yeah, which is very good. All right, y'all. Because of the internet issues, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. It is 3 o'clock, so there you go. Don't forget to save before you head out. Save. And so Paper Tiger and HK should be coming out next. On those 2 channels, so that if you are in the mood and have enough brain space to continue, you may do so. All right, y'all. Thank you very much. I will hopefully see y'all on Wednesday with no internet issues and a finished bathroom. All right, y'all. Heather's posting a link for us. Wide for the Win is also live. Okay. Thank you very much. So there you go. That's all of our lovely streams. Make sure y'all check the spreadsheet. Rachel and Kat have been doing a good job keeping that up because I have not. I've been a failure at that. Anyway, again, thank you very much. I will see y'all soon. Bye.